Hey, happy Thursday, Cyclone Fanatics. As you can see, we're at Mr. B's at 1995 Northwest 86th Street in always gorgeous and beautiful Clive, Iowa.
Beautiful this morning, isn't it, Chris?
Yeah, it's outstanding, and basketball is in the air. I got Tim Sitzman beside me, and you can see, look at these.
I've been busy. You can see, and what a wonderful time. I had to put my tie down here. What a wonderful time to come to Mr. B in Clive, Iowa, and look at all of our selection. We still have a great selection of sizes. Get a sweater, get some gloves, get some scarves. Winter's here. We'll invite you in. We'll wrap them. We'll take them to the car.
That's huge.
It's huge.
Because you don't have to worry about it. That's big.
You park right in front of our store, Chris, as you do every time you come out here to Mr. B. But we'll take the presents right to the car. If we have a bundle we can wrap for your family, we take them right to the trunk. We make sure they look good to put under the tree. So we invite you to come out to Mr. B's. And let's talk some basketball.
All right, let's talk some hoops. Big game tonight. Bill Finley's Cyclones, Lisa Bluter's Hawkeyes.
Boy, a big matchup.
Big game tomorrow night, the Cyclones and the Hawkeyes. It's Iowa State week versus the Hawks.
Right.
Tim, I got a problem. I got an issue.
All right.
When I was a kid growing up, Southwest Iowa, you know what really got me into sports, like my love of sports, was Cyclone and Hawkeye basketball. And I fully admit, I cheered for the Hawks, too. I liked Tom Davis's teams. They were fun to watch.
Right. Up and down the court.
And I remember how big of a game this used to be. There's no buzz. I mean, over the last few years, the energy has been sucked out of this thing ever since Adam Oleska and Pierre Pierce were gone. I mean, that sort of drama ended. Nobody cares anymore. I think there's a big responsibility on Fred Hoiberg, especially, and then Fran McCaffrey as well, to get this rivalry back going. I guess the only way you can do that is by a couple winning basketball programs.
I couldn't agree with you more. And we used to go to holiday parties, they'd always play on Saturday night, Friday night. We'd be at holiday parties. The men and some of the women would always be running to the TV, seeing who was ahead. And the Iowa fans, the Iowa State fans, always clattering back and forth. And it's just kind of gone. I don't even hear anybody talk about it.
Nobody cares.
The rivalry in the football season is still there. That's still, pretty prevalent. But nobody really, and I think it is a responsibility of the coaching staff and to the universities to make this a rivalry again. I think a lot of things had something to do with it. The television has to be on, and we have to be going to it. And then the Big Ten Network came in. There's a lot of problems there with Mediacom for a while. But it still should be a rivalry. It's something in the state we should get excited about seeing, and I hope it comes back. We have two great coaches, I think, on both teams.
Yep.
And I think Fred's going to do an unbelievable job for our clones up there. And I also think Fran's a pretty good pick, but he's new, so is Fred, so we'll see what happens.
I don't like the Friday night tip. I think there's too much going on.
Right. Saturday night tip was good.
Saturday night's better because you don't have like the high school games going on.
Right.
There's a lot going on for people with families.
Good point.
I don't like the Friday night tip. I never have. I'd much rather it be on a Saturday afternoon or whatnot. This is important to me. I'm a passionate basketball fan.
Right.
I love football, but I've really grown up that way
with the basketball team.
And man, this just stinks. They got to get it going. Maybe somebody needs to talk some trash. Anything. I don't care if the two teams stink. It should still be a bragging rights thing, a pride thing for either one of these programs to knock the socks off of the other one.
Well, I think the two teams are certainly rebuilding, and Iowa State, I think next year is going to take a great leap forward with the talent we seem to have in the background. And Iowa is going to struggle for a few years yet.
Yeah.
But the rivalry is going to come back when we can appeal to one or two of the players on the floor that become, the players of the past.
And then another thing too, and I think it takes away a little bit. Iowa State has one player on their roster from the state of Iowa, so you don't have the
real rivalry. Yeah,
I mean it's different now, which I'm not blaming anybody. You play to win the game. You don't.
Right.
I'm so against recruiting a kid just because he's from the state of Iowa.
Right.
That's not what a coach is paid to do. You're paid to win games.
Win games.
So I think the rivalry might mean more to Iowa. To be honest with you, here coming in the future,
they have more Iowa players.
They do have a lot more Iowa players, but I think when you add in the fact that Fred Hoiberg, he won 3 out of 4 over the Hawks during his career.
Right.
I think he's going to bleed this into his team where he's going to make it a big deal.
Well, I hope so, and I'm not sure it's going to happen overnight. I'm not sure tonight, Friday night's going to be the game when everybody tunes in. But, I think we got two teams that are similar in the style, and I think Iowa State probably has better shooting guards and better I would pick Iowa State. I'd go out into the limb and pick them. I think it's going to be an 8-10 point ball game, to be honest with you, even though it's in Iowa City. I think they have a better athletic team on the floor. But we're going to see a better team from Iowa State in the future.
I will say this: that Northern Iowa game the other night was embarrassing.
I happened to watch it last night, and it was not a fun game to watch.
It was awful.
I was bored.
It's not like Iowa State's game with Northern Iowa was much better.
Yeah.
I mean, full disclosure right there. But that game was, Tim, I've called 1A girls games in Western Iowa that are more exciting than that. It was awful.
It was very, very boring. In fact, I found myself not watching it, and I flipping to other channels with my remote, and I did end up watching the end of the game, and I was, quite frankly, surprised that UNI didn't win that ball game because they have a great coach over there. He knows how to coach the ball. We talked about that before the show, that he really is a good coach.
Yeah.
And his talent pool is a little low, but I think UNI will be back again. He's a great coach.
They're a gritty basketball team.
Yes, they are.
Tim, we want to get as many people in here to Mr. B as possible. 1995 Northwest 86th Street. Look at this wrap job. Tell me.
I can wrap those presents for you.
Tell me you can do a better job than this, and I'm going to call you a liar.
Yeah, and we do it quickly. You can wait for a few moments, and we're out to the car with you, and you're on your way to do whatever you have to do. And we make it as convenient as it possibly can be. And we love having you come in and mention that you watch our show. That'd be great for us to know. And I thank you for those who have been out to Mr. B's. And come and see us at 1995 86th Street in Clive, Iowa. It's beautiful today, and come shop with us.
Thank you, Tim. We appreciate it.
Chris, it's nice to see you, and I'll talk to you about a great holiday in the next show we do.
All right, sounds good. Go Cyclones, big weekend. We'll take care. We'll see you next week.
See you.